and fearless actress who commands the screen and the hearts of audiences of all ages. She brings strong female characters to life with sensitive yet spirited depth that places her in a category of true distinction and proves conclusively that hers is a talent that knows no bounds. Gab, I am thrilled to present you with the 2013 Black Women in Hollywood Fierce and Fearless Award, of which you are so deserving. I love you so much. Congratulations.
Okay, this is a little like being at your own funeral. Where you're like, oh, they showed up, that's nice. I have dope friends, this is so awesome. We live in a town that rewards pretending, and I had been pretending to be fierce and fearless for a very long time. I was a victim masquerading as a survivor. I stayed when I should have run. I was quiet when I should have spoken up, and I turned a blind eye to injustice instead of having the courage to stand up for what's right.
Tell me in the comments, have you ever been in a situation like that?
I remember when I was a freshman in honors English class, and we were supposed to read Huck Finn out loud, and each person had to read a paragraph. And instead of saying, all these nigga gems that we're about to hear by my overeager classmates makes me uncomfortable, I just prayed that my paragraph wouldn't have a nigga gem in it. When I was young, the assimilation was so complete that I couldn't wait for Black History Month to be over. I used to, and Mom, you'll remember this, I used to curl my lips and inhale deeply in pictures to minimalize my Blackness. I used to shrink in the presence of other dope, beautiful women. I used to revel in gossip and rumors and I lived for the negativity inflicted upon my sister actresses or anyone who I felt whose shine diminished my own.
Tell me some of the things that you used to do growing up.
I took joy in people's pain and I tap danced on their misery. I chased and accepted a love and a marriage that wasn't worthy of a date. I lived to hear, hey, if we'll go Black, it'll totally be you. As if the routine exclusion of women of color in the casting process is okay as long as I'm considered. You know, it's easy to pretend to be fierce and fearless because living your truth takes real courage.
Be honest in the comments, how often do you pretend?
Around the time my marriage failed, A.J. Johnson forced me to look at every aspect of my life. And I realized that pretending wasn't really working for me. And so I started to try to actually live my truth and admit that I wasn't happy. And admitting that I wasn't happy was the beginning of the journey. Being fearless is simply doing the work. It's doing the work that it takes to recognize you no longer want to function in dysfunction and misery, and that you actually would like to be happy and not just say you're happy. Leaving my marriage and literally, my girls and everybody at this table knows that I used to literally go under my bed, and my dog, R.I.P. Bubba, used to get under the bed with me. And me and Bubba would sit under the bed, just depressed.
If you have a dog, tell me your dog's name in the comments.
And so around the time I decided to leave my marriage and I decided to come out from under the bed with Bubba, I realized that takes fearlessness. Staying put in a bad marriage and being unhappy, that's safe and easy, and that's familiar. That's what we do, baby. We commit to misery because that's what we know. And I decided I wanted more and that I deserved more and better from the inside out. And I realized that real, fierce, and fearless women are truth seekers. They communicate. Don't get mad at me and refuse to tell me what I did. Open your mouth. We ain't mind readers. Real, fearless, and fierce women admit mistakes and they work to correct them. We stand up and we use our voices for things other than self-promotion. Real, fierce, and fearless women, that we don't stand by and let racism and sexism and homophobia run rampant on our watch. Real, fierce, and fearless women celebrate and compliment other women, and we recognize and embrace the notion that their shine in no way diminishes our light, and that it actually makes our light shine brighter.
Be honest in the comments. Tell me, how bright is your light shining?
So today in this room with all of you, oh, hi Jihad, oh my goodness. So many of you guys that we have, if you ever signed in on the Monica Swan casting sheet, we all been there. We've all, so many of you guys in this room, we're sisters. We don't always get to see each other, and it's dope to see you guys here today. Women who we've laughed with and we've cried with and we've struggled with. Thank you for not turning your back on me. Thank you for not tap dancing on my misery, even when I wasn't always returning the favor. I want to thank Oprah, and I've thanked you personally before, but your show, you did an episode, What to Do in Case You Are the Victim of a Violent Crime. And when I was the victim of a violent crime, her voice told me what to do. Television can literally save your life, because she saved mine. So thank you. I want to thank my dad, who very rarely gets to hang out with me in Hollywood. He prefers courtside at the Heat games. I understand that. But when I was 18 or 19, my dad said, well, if I'm paying for it, then it's going to be. And I was like, I don't think I want you to pay for it. And he was the last man who ever paid for any aspect of my life. So thank you for that. He also said, you want to handle it or you want me to handle it? Because I don't think you're going to like the way I handle it. So I've been handling it on my own for a while now, and I like the way I handle it. So thank you. And my mom, my mom is the salt of the earth. She's like straight up Omaha, Nebraska, and represents all that's awesome about the North Side that gets no recognition. And she's adopted 3 little kids, and she's doing it all over again. And the most amazing thing about my mom is she committed to raising her 3 daughters to have a world perspective and not a town perspective. And even though my mom teaches catechism, CCD for you guys, she took us to our first gay pride parade at 8 years old because she wanted her girls to embrace humanity. I think she said, I don't want you to be ignoramuses, but I'm translating it to embrace humanity. And my girls at this table, thank you. It's not just the other night. Thank you. You know, there's so many times that we all have in our lives where you're just like, damn, I need to hear from somebody. And ping, you know, I'm on set and there's Miss Snot. Love her because she's dope and amazing and a queen, but she's right, everything that's right. And Regina, who makes me laugh with our fart jokes, and Essence and AJ and Dawn, and, you know, Clint, who has hired me 1,001 times, even when I sucked. Thank you. And Will Packer, who keeps hiring me. Thank you. Essence, who keeps giving me covers and supports, and who's been there along with the journey. It feels amazing. And there's a table with Mara and Ava, there you go, and Gina, women who challenge me to not just rest on my laurels and who challenge me every day by their dopeness. Thank you. And to everyone who didn't hire me, I get it now. I had work to do, so thank you. Thank you.
Well, there are two things that she talked about in this video that I want to discuss. First off, I didn't know that she went through that type of abuse in her life. And for those that of you out there that has went through something like that, I will make sure that there's some type of number in the description box that that can give you the help that you might need. Um, Also, I would never want you to go through something like this. So please, if you need help, seek it. The second thing she said was she gave honor to her parents, thanking them for what they did for her and to her. Let me know in the comments, what have your parents did for you that made you who you are? And also remember, my channel is all about giving the Black woman her flowers. It could be a Black woman of the same status as Gabrielle Union, or it could be higher or lower. It can even be you. So please consider giving this video a like, sharing it with anyone that you see fit, and also join the family. Subscribe to the channel.